Welcome back to Rise of Kingdoms. My name is Touch of Malice. Today's video is going to be a short video, and it's a quick update on the progression that we've made in KvK 2 so far, where we're at, and where we are going to be heading into in the future. So, our KvK 2 has been quite successful so far. We had a pretty good, after our Pass 4 had opened, we did good. We NG48 down here south, we did not allow them into our zone, cut them off. North side up here against DE39, we cut them off pretty good, and we are sitting safe and sound past ours, beyond our Pass 4, so that's good. With our commanders, we are one skill away from expertise in our Takeda. It's definitely going to happen, and I'm continuing with Takeda. I understand that Takeda is really old. I do have his relic already in place, so come of season 3 we will have his relic buff already there. So I really like the idea of transitioning into KvK 3, having an expertise Takeda behind a 5522 Arthur. It just feels really good as a starting point for KvK 3 as I'm moving into Season of Conquest. So that's really the idea that we're going for with an expertise in Takeda, is throwing him behind Arthur, transitioning into KvK 3 with a strong march, and then having a pillar that we can work off of using our Arthur to pair with future Cav commanders. And Takeda really there just as like the starting point, honestly. I think if you're able to expertise Takeda in KvK 2, that's great. I don't think I'm going to have him expertise by the time KvK 2 ends. I might, depending on the type of events that come around. I will potentially be able to gather enough gold heads to do that, but even not having him expertise in KvK 2, having him expertise early on in Season 3, I still feel like is just a really good position to have for my Arthur. So that's where we're at with that. We had started this KvK with 19 million kill points, and we gained a bit. There wasn't a whole lot of fighting so far. We still have lots of fighting left to go. My best performing March this KvK is a close tie between a Takeda primary and Ethelflaed secondary, or a CJ primary full cav gear with actually a Takeda secondary running full troops. Yeah, I kid you not. It's a close tie between a Takeda primary with Ethelflaed secondary and a CJ primary with a Takeda secondary, where I throw all my cav gear on CJ and run full cav troops with, of course, cav armaments and formations. Transitioning to KvK 3, my infantry march is going to be a Ragnar primary with a CJ secondary. It's not a march that I'm expecting to get me lots of kills. It's a march that if I have the infantry troops, I may as well run it just to at least get some kills and to just bring 2 marches to the field. So that's what we're looking at so far. We are 2 days left on Esmeralda's event, and I am gonna stop spinning. I got my 10 gold heads. I got the city skin, which I used for Sacred Sanctuary. You know, looking back on this decision right here, I feel like I probably should have gone with Chaser of Waves for that infantry attack, just so that when I am out of cav troops and I decide to bring out infantry, I can throw that skin on. So I'm feeling a little bit like I made a poor decision on my part there by going all in on cav. And I say that because I already have a cav health skin that's permanent. I just thought that this skin was goofy as hell, and it looks dumb, like a fucking gingerbread snow house, bro. Like, I'm not trying to rock that, right? So that's why I picked this one. Just aesthetically, it's more appealing, and I am satisfied with that. But yeah, man, it's all right though. It's all right with me because I'm not planning on going heavy into infantry for a long time. After my Takeda is expertise, I'm planning on expertise in my Arthur. So that's why it's not the biggest deal. I'm not gonna have a whole use of the infantry skin anyways. It just would have been better, like stat wise, it would have been better for me to have the gingerbread theme and then the infantry theme, just so I can cycle between the two. But whatever, it's not the biggest deal because this account is going to be shifting into a purely cavalry account. If you guys have been following my Rise of Kingdoms journey, then you understand that this is going to be my first like serious cav main account. My other account is an infantry main with 2 archer marches and 1 leadership march. So yeah, that's where we're at so far with progression and our KvK2. I want to say shout out to 3742. This kingdom has shocked a lot of people. A lot of people were talking smack on us, calling us dead. Well, we are certainly not dead. Let me tell you that. Yeah, you can just see right here, we are not dead at all. We are very much alive, very active, and we have fine. We have lots of players. Lots of players show up to fights, and it shows. It shows in the alliance. This is our secondary alliance. Keep in mind down here, this is our secondary alliance. Okay, so let's just keep that in mind right there. So if you're one of those 3742 haters because we had a very bad KvK1, well, we have turned the ship around and we are very dominant in this season. We did land 2nd place for Eve of the Crusade, gaining the all damage buff from the Crusader's Might. And things so far are just feeling good, they're looking good, and I will keep these updates coming as we open up our Pass 5 and all that stuff. So yeah, things are looking pretty good, and I hope you guys are enjoying as well. If you want to see clips of me fighting at the Pass 4 fight and beyond that, and then you can check out my YouTube shorts. Other than that, my name is Touch of Malice, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.